Hola, ¿qué tal? Yo soy Shiomi, bienvenidos a este canal, my darling. Con mucho gustazo te doy una bienvenida. El video del día de hoy se va a tratar acerca de datos. Bueno, más datos, my darling. Más publicaciones de After We Collide. ¿Por qué? Porque se han dignado a subir cosas. Entonces yo, cuando ellos se dignan, pues que la Shiomi es un video, ¿no? Porque la Shiomi está sorprendida de los datos que han subido, de las imágenes, de los videos, my darling. Pero esta vez no hay mucho, ¿no? Entonces tampoco me voy a ilusionar, ¿no? Bueno, my darling, vamos de una vez al grano con estos. O sea, de verdad, quiero verlo, de verdad. Quiero ver todo. Lo que se subió, lo primerísimo de lo que vamos a hablar es acerca del póster oficial de la película. Porque es que ya salió, my darling. ¿Y tú qué crees? ¿Es que el póster es una sesión de fotos? No, el póster es no sé. Esto parece que le hubieran sacado una captura de la escena, o sea, de la escena, tú sabes que vimos en Seattle, donde la Tessa va a la fiesta del club, luego se acuesta con el Harding, y pues fue un error, dice la Tessa, pero ella se había acostado con el Harding, entonces, my darling, eso parece una captura de eso. Bueno, my darlings, como After siempre nos trae sorpresas, el We Collide anda bien suelto. Resulta que ese no es el póster oficial, resulta que el póster oficial es este que estamos viendo. Sí, my darling, ahí todo fue. Abre la ducha, abre el caño, my darling, que aquí sale agua, tú métete ahí adentro, Harding, Tessa, y por favor, aquí me sale el póster. Y bueno, my darling, así salió el póster al parecer. Y bueno, en conclusión, este es el póster oficial. Lo otro que subieron es una foto de Molly con una mirada atrevida, intensa, imponente, con sus cabellos rosados. Y bueno, en el texto dice: ¿qué tengo que hacer para que me perdones? Tú sabes que la Molly luego está arrepentida. Pues ella sí se arrepiente de buen corazón, porque al final la salva cuando le quisieron abusar de la Tessa, my darling. Eso sí. Gracias a esto y a otras fotos también que se han subido en el pasado, es que se puede saber que al menos Molly va a tener unas cuantas apariciones. O sea, no va a ser poco, porque en la primera película los amigos, o sea, del Harding, tenían pocas apariciones. La verdad es que era poco, y la dirección de esa película pues no fue tan buena. Entonces esta vez esperamos que todo cambie para bien. Y con respecto al tráiler, que ustedes saben que siempre hay controversia con esto, porque siempre le preguntamos, ¿no? Acerca de cuándo va a salir el tráiler, porque una quiere ver un poco más de la película, un poco más de escenas. Entonces pues ellos nunca dan razón de nada y siempre vienen con su palabrería barata de que no, que ya, que sí, que no, que ya, que sí, que espera, que se viene pronto, que espera con emojis de fuego, my darling. Yo no sé qué creer, eso a mí ya me está aburriendo. La espera nos mata. Tú sabes que nosotras lo decimos con son de paz, no somos agresivas, jamás, sino que ya una pierde la paciencia.
¡Cállate! ¡Mentirosa charlatana!
Pero bueno, my darling, todo peace and love con los Afters. Tú sabes que no tenemos nada en contra de ellos, pues nada. Ahora sí se viene el último contenido que han subido, que es un video de la escena del ascensor entre Tessa y Trevor, y el primer día de Tessa en Bane's Publishing. La verdad es que esto me ha gustado y vamos a verlo 2 veces, porque esto se merece ver 2 veces. Después de que yo vi este video, ay, casi me meto el dedo a la nariz. Después de que yo vi este video, que de hecho lo vi por Facebook, my darling, así, o sea, de la nada, yo no me había dado cuenta, yo no tenía idea de esto. Lo veo y me quedé como que, oh my god, esto está divertido. Siento a la Tessa, o sea, a través del video puedo ver la personalidad de la Tessa y la siento. Puedo ver al Trevor y también siento que es Trevor, siento que es Tessa. Entonces, oh my god. Dije, no, pues ellos son. De hecho, una de las partes que me da risa es cuando la Tessa está corriendo y no alcanza a llegar al ascensor, a meterse, y le insulta al Trevor, le dice imbécil. Y el Trevor:
hello, excuse me, pero escuché que tú me dijiste eso.
Y la Tessa: no, pues yo para nada, no. Que me ha gustado muchísimo cómo se ha hecho esa escena. Bueno, no sé cómo se ha hecho, pero me ha gustado mucho, o sea, cómo ha salido, ¿sabes? Es como que muy divertido, muy fluido, my darling. Y también podemos ver a la Kimberly y al Baines, que de hecho aquí tengo que recalcar que hay un cambio muy abismal entre las oficinas de Baines en la primera película y Baines en la segunda película.
My darlings,
hello, es que aquí estamos para actualizarnos. Y bueno, my darling, tú estás viendo ahorita en tu pantalla las fechas de estreno, porque sí, ya salieron las fechas de estreno en algunos países. Ahí pueden ver ustedes cuándo va a salir la película. Y bueno, faltan algunos países que se publiquen, eso sí, faltan algunos. Y por otro lado, my darling, es que se acuerdan que yo les había comentado de que al parecer Anatot habría fundado su propia productora y que Freyet Page o algo por ahí estaría involucrada con la película, o sea, de After We Collide. Ahí les dejo el datillo muy curiosillo para que ustedes sepan más o menos acerca del Freyet Page. Luego de unos días también pudimos ver unos BTS, algunas fotos, un detrás de cámaras de la película de After We Collide, en la cual vemos a Trevor con Anatot, y también tenemos a otra en donde vemos a Josephine, a Hero, a Tessa Harding con Anatot, con su pareto, a ladrilloska. Y bueno, my darling, tú sabes, la esencia en blanco y negro. Pero que tú sabes que los fans no se quedan así, no se quedan tranquilos. No, es que no, yo es que pinto esto. Y aquí vemos la foto a color. Pasando a otro dato, my darling, es que si ustedes tenían la gran pregunta, no, my darling, pues es que tú crees, Shiomi, de que ahora que salió el nuevo póster oficial de After We Collide, ¿tú crees, Shiomi, que va a ir en el libro? Bueno, my darling, yo te lo confirmo porque Lana ha dicho que sí, que yes, que van a tener una nueva portada, que se viene uno nuevo. Otro dato que tengo para ustedes es que se encendieron las alarmas porque Dove Cameron subió una foto donde dice We Belong, Dove Cameron. Dove, esto parece un jabón, no es la Dove. Bueno, y es que resulta que After Movie le había dado like a la Dove Cameron, ¿no? Que decía We Belong, hashtag We Belong. Y bueno, my darling, ese misterio fue resuelto porque resulta que ahorita el video que vamos a ver, que es un adelanto de lo que va a ser After We Collide, aparece una nueva canción. Ay, my darling, aquí les vengo a compartir una entrevista, y de verdad gracias a estas páginas de After, en especial After Movies Are, porque, o sea, con esa página es que yo les puedo mostrar todas estas cosas. De verdad, muchas gracias por traducir todos los videos, ¿no? Porque yo es que no, o sea, no soy una persona que sepa mucho inglés, pero gracias a ellos como que yo entiendo cuando hacen entrevistas. Y aquí les voy a compartir una entrevista del Hero, que resulta que ha tenido su primer live con una chica para Ferragamo. Ustedes saben que él es la imagen, si no me equivoco. Entonces, pues el Hero tiene que hacer su live, ¿no? Porque business son business aquí. Business son business.
Sorry I can't chat to everyone right now because I can't see what you guys are saying while we're trying to get this up. But yeah, Hero here. We're trying to add Holly to have a quick chat about the Ferragamo fragrance and a couple of other things. So hopefully we'll get there shortly. Just bear with us. There's requests. Sorry about this, guys. We're trying to get it all set up. Do you want to look in the chat maybe, see if Holly's popping up? Yeah. We're trying to invite her, for everyone wondering, but when we type in her name, she's not popping up. You know how these things go. Say oi, Hero, say oi, oi! There, is that her? Well, hey, we found her. We found her. Sweet. Apologies for that, guys.
There we go.
Yo, we made it. You see me the arm keeps bending back down. Alright, cool. Can you not tell I don't do this often?
Have you not been live before ever?
I have, when my friends just slap a live camera right in front of my face, but I don't think I've ever been like, right, we're going on live. No.
I love that. That's crazy. I feel privileged. This is like your first live. I can't mess up now where everyone's going to be mad at me. So, how are you, firstly?
I'm good. I'm just making sure this doesn't... I'm good. I'm blessed. It's super sunny in London at the moment, which is always nice. I'm in a studio really near my house, which is never the case. It's always on the other side of London. So it's a great day. It's all going great. How are you?
I love that. I'm good, thank you. It's so hot here, so I'm like sweating a little bit unattractively, but
this
I'm
is
good.
a nice jacket, but but yeah.
No, it looks
Nice and cool in here, to be fair. It's nice and cool.
I've got my Salvatore.
Oh yeah, I've got that one too.
So guys, basically the reason that we are here doing this is not just for randomness. It's the new fragrance, because Hero, have you got it? Yes, Hero is the face of this new perfume. That's what he is.
Yeah, I'm
yeah.
I'm honored. Do you know what? Funny story. I actually about a week ago asked the Ferragamo team to kindly send me a pack of a bunch of all of that line. So I've got about 15 bottles at home. Anytime a mate comes by or I see anyone, I get to give like a whole care package. I've got
about 4 of them, so I'm decent too. If
you
I ever have
4, you got to pick wisely. I got 15, so I don't really have to pick and choose. You know what I mean? Everyone can. But yeah, 4. You're gonna have to pick your favorite.
Pick wisely. Be careful.
4 people.
Ration it.
Yeah.
Like ration it out to people. Okay, so I'm gonna ask you some questions.
Let's go.
Which I'm sure you have a lot of in general now because of your new film, which is cool.
We do have a couple.
A couple. So tell me a little bit about you, like being an actor. What's it like?
Again, I'm pretty new to it, but I feel like I've been in it for a while and long enough to kind of find my feet and settle down. And it's great. I'm super lucky. Get to travel to a bunch of different countries and meet a bunch of people. And work with great people on great projects. So I'm blessed. A lot more to come, but yeah, I'm super lucky. It's amazing.
Cool. You seem really chill. How do you stay so super chill when you've got so much to do?
Chill as I seem. Like, I don't go on live a lot, and here I am on live.
You're like inside internally panicking right now.
I think I'm playing it quite. But no, how do you mean chill? And I think just experience helps a lot. The more you do it, the easier it gets, I guess.
You guess.
I guess. Still don't know. I don't know if I'll ever.
Still figuring it out.
Exactly.
Okay, so Ferragamo, it's all about this like campaign. It's all about being yourself. What's like the #1 tip of being yourself you would give to other people?
If I'm giving the #1 tip on being yourself, like generally to everyone, I think it's just important to not be swayed by like what other people are like if you're different, or what other people say you should be like. And I have to keep it general if it's for everyone, but I think just in the simplest term, be proud to be who you want to be, and don't feel like you have to be something else because of anything else, if that makes sense.
I love that advice. That's such lovely advice. I'm going to take that for myself. How does experiencing different roles allow you to be anyone you want to be? Because that's the catchphrase.
Yeah.
By being lots of different characters, you get to be so many different people, which is really quite fun.
It is. I think, and I completely agree in the sense of it does kind of help you as a person getting in the head and space of other people and roles, because you can kind of pick aspects of them that you like and kind of, you know, feel like I should be more like them, and aspects where you don't, and you can kind of like trial out certain things without having to deal with the repercussions. So no, definitely. In terms of like figuring out who you want to be, being an actor and jumping between all these different characters, definitely like, it kind of makes you more well-rounded, I think.
Yeah, I like that. Well, growing up and like being a teenager, are there any like words of advice you could give to people about being more confident?
Well, yeah, I can try.
It's a hard question.
I'm only 22.
Trying to make other people confident.
It was only the other day I felt I was a teenager. So I don't know, I'm still learning. But I think the idea of like changing as you're young, it's tough to know exactly what you want to do. And I think it's okay to not know. Obviously, it would be good to try and, you know, find things that you love and try. I
feel like you're kind of figuring it all out still. Like, I had no idea who I was when I was a teenager. I was like, am I going to be this? Am I going to be that?
So to my sister's, I don't think she exactly knows, but she's so amazing and talented. She's got all just little different things she dips in and out of. And I say to her, like, I don't worry that she's not, you know, necessarily found it yet. But I just think it's good to just keep trying and accept that, like, it's okay to not know. Just like, you know, explore every avenue that there is, you know, that you can, but ultimately it's all right to not know. I feel like everyone will find out eventually, so don't stress.
That. Everyone's like putting little heart eyes, like, such good advice. I love that.
Thank you guys.
You're like a genius role model now.
I
have another one for you. how do you push yourself to be a better person?
Ooh.
Difficult question, but
Yeah.
how do you do it?
I think it's kind of in all of us, isn't it? To just try to be better. I think right now, to be honest, especially with everything that's gone on with Black Lives Matter, it's like really important to, it's taught us in loads of different ways. You kind of just have to look at yourself before anything else. I think it's similar to that, like, you know, when you're on a plane, they tell you, like, put your mask on first before helping your baby.
Nice analogy, I love it.
I think I've almost definitely used that before. But yeah, I think it's important to kind of really check yourself and do that often and kind of check in with yourself and if you're okay and check if everything you're doing generally, you know, and putting out towards other people. Right? Yeah. I think that's the best way to kind of, you know, help yourself become a better person is like really analyze and reflect on how you are and change it for the better. But yeah, I think that's in everyone. I don't think you need advice to strive to be better. I think we all do that.
I agree. I like that. That's a really good little phrase there.
Thank you.
I'm gonna stick by that.
I'm always unsure, and you're like, that's a really good answer.
Yeah, no, you've got some good answers.
No, like I say, I'm still learning, but yeah, thank you.
I think everyone's still learning. Like, you're always going to be still learning. You're going to be like 80 and still learning. So
100%.
hopefully, anyway.
100%.
Hopefully. Okay, I have one more. What was it like shooting the little video for the Ferragamo perfume?
That was a super fun day.
It's cool. It's really cool.
Thank you. Yeah, I was super happy with it. The whole team was amazing. We were so efficient. Sometimes shoots like that are tough for everyone to come together and you know, get everything you need to get done. But we shot so much in that one day. Yeah, it was schedule hit perfect.
You did the whole thing in one day?
Yeah, and we did a bunch of stills as well. So yeah, credit to the whole team behind that because yeah, that was super
impressive.
We did a bunch of locations too. We did a lot of lovely like streets in New York, a theater, a rooftop, a bunch of different loads. So
was the whole thing filmed in New York?
Yeah, it was.
That's cool. New York is insane.
Yeah, I love it there.
It is. That's really cool. Oh, I'm really excited for you.
Thank you so much. I am too. Thank you for being my first ever official live.
Thanks Ferragamo. They did
Yeah, thank you Ferragamo.
Thank you Ferragamo for making Hero be on a live. I have a personal question for you. Why are you called Hero? Is there a story behind that?
There isn't. My brother's
I
called
love
Titan.
that name.
So mum and dad are George and Martha. And then my brother's called Titan, my sister's called Mercy, and I'm Hero. So we joked that like if we had another kid, it'd be called like Batman or something. But no, at first it was a bit weird. But no, I'm super used to it now. It's good for small.
No, I think it's the coolest name.
No, thank you very much.
That was the first thing I said. Right.
I appreciate that.
I've seen lots of questions in here, and I'm going to ask a couple, but good ones. Good ones. Not scary ones. Can you tell us anything about After 2?
Ooh.
And I know you're probably going to say no. You're probably going to say I can't say much, but
I can tell you that Hardin's character, the character I play, gets to show himself a lot more. We learn a lot more about him, and we just kind of get to see more of his story. So I'm excited for everyone to see that. As for when it comes out, I don't know if I can say, but I can say soon. That's a deliberately vague term, but it will be soon.
Deliberately vague soon. I love a good soon.
Yeah. But soon, not just soon, like soon.
I'm looking forward to it. Like, the first one was amazing. There was like, I wanted to know more about your character for sure. So that's really cool that you said that in the second one we'll get to know.
I'm glad you liked it. Yeah. No, I don't want to say too much, but
because I feel like you kind of get Hardin as a character, but you want to know so much more about him. At the end, you're like, you kind of want to know.
That's a lot of the point, isn't it? Like his character's deliberately like intriguingly mysterious, and
it makes him so much more like intense. You want to know more.
100%.
I love that.
But yeah, I'm glad people are gonna get that in the second one.
That's cool. He also reads a lot. I love that.
He does.
Do you read?
I don't read nearly as much as he does. I think because I read a lot of scripts, I kind of get my reading in and my stories in that way. But yeah, I should start reading more. I'd take a leaf out of Hardin's book, if you'll pardon the pun, and read some more.
That was shocking. I love it though.
Yeah, I had to. I'm sorry.
No, it's good. Do you remember the last book that you did read?
It's annoying because I've said this in an interview previously, so I feel like every time I'm asked this question, I need to quickly read another book so that it's not the same one. But
just go with the safe one. Just be like, oh, Harry Potter. Like, everyone's read Harry Potter. Just stick with that one.
Should do that. The Alchemist was the last book that I read.
I've read that. It's a good book.
I loved it. I'd recommend it to absolutely anyone.
It's a great book.
Yeah.
I love that. Definitely read more. It's good for you. Everyone in here, read more. It's good for your brains.
I'm sure they will all agree with you.
And another one that I've seen is, what's your first childhood memory? I think that's quite interesting.
Ooh, first childhood memory.
Well, you know, that comes to mind. You might not specifically know the exact.
I have like a really vague memory of being in a park. And like my whole family's there, and then like family friends having a picnic. But you know when it's just like almost like a glimpse, I could have made it up in my head.
Yeah, no, I felt that.
I think it was a little sunny park picnic. I remember there being a yellow ball. Again, this could all just be completely made up in my head, but
I love how you remember like the little details.
You know
of events when you're younger.
When they're really far back, like they tend to be kind of like super vague and. But yeah,
you're like the yellow ball though. There was a yellow ball there. Yeah. And you're like, that is like the least important information, but you know that.
Mum if there was a yellow ball and we went on a picnic at some point.
I absolutely love that. Cool. Well, thank you so much for making time.
Thank you, Holly. Thank you, Ferragamo.
And thank you, Ferragamo, for having us. And this is still the one. You see this and you see, like, I see this now and I think of the advert.
Where's your
lid?
It. Have you lost your lid?
No, it's over. I wanted to smell it again.
You lost it, innit?
Well, no, I haven't. I haven't lost the lid.
Alright, guys. I think we've got to run. But thank you so much, Holly.
Cool. Thank you so much. And guys, I'm going to be making a TikTok for this whole entire thing as well. So yeah, you can check that out. It's not there yet, but I'll let you know. And thank you, Hero.
Amazing.
Nice
thank you, guys. Everyone, take care.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Después de esto salió una nueva fotazo del Trevor, tú sabes que es interpretado por Dylan Sprouse, el de Saki Cody, Yes de Yes. Y aquí lo podemos ver con su suéter todo medio color ladrillo, como entre que quiero ser rojo pero también soy naranja. Y lo vemos ahí todo picarón, ¿no? Con su mirada, hey you. Y ahora, volviendo a entrevistas y conferencias, es que Lanato tuvo una reunión en Zoom. Tú sabes que Zoom se ha puesto de modaza, my darling, porque ahora todo es virtual. Entonces, pues que Lana también haya tenido sus entrevistas y ha respondido unas cuantas preguntas de los fans con respecto a la peli de After We Collide. Y les voy a dejar viendo esto, my darling, porque yo quiero que ustedes vean todo y se enteren de todo de verdad. Y vamos a verla.
The end of the movie, leave us hanging like After did?
Yes. Yes, it will. It's very close to the way the book ends, so it will leave you hanging for sure. I love the end of the movie so much, but it will leave you hanging for sure.
Do you plan doing a movie based on After We Fell?
Definitely. I can't say anything officially or I'll get in trouble, but I can say that we will have some exciting news coming in the next few months. But I would love to see that, I guess, is what all I can say. In the first movie, I think Hero talks like 5 times. So we didn't really get to explore Hardin's personality, and that was something that Jennifer and I and Hero really, really wanted to explore. Hero really wanted to show the Hardin that the readers love, not necessarily the first movie Hardin. So in a way, the second movie feels very different than the first one. I think if you're somebody who's only a fan of the first movie and have never read the books, you might be a little confused because we go straight into their personalities. Tessa is a little more like sassy, and Hardin is funny and sarcastic and can actually cuss this movie.
And do you think Hero and Joe will be able to come to the next meet and greet?
I hope so. I mean, we're planning a lot of stuff for press. We haven't really even been able to start press yet because we just got our movie dates like last week. So now as every country is really on the calendar having the movie, hopefully it doesn't have to be moved, there will be a lot more promotions involving them. I can't tell you what they are, but you will see them on a video together, so don't worry.
In the future, should we expect movies based on the books, nothing more, nothing less?
I mean, I can't say yes for sure, obviously, but I would hope so. And Shane is one of our greatest actors that we have, and he loves Landon so much. Shane is just so like pure, and he's such a good actor, and he's so funny, and I would love to make nothing more, nothing less. Absolutely.
What was the hardest scene to film? I mean, emotionally, to watch maybe, for you, and technically with cameras and all of that.
The hardest scene to film was this, I don't know if you guys have seen it, or even a part of it. There's this scene where Hardin and Tessa are not back together, but they're in a bed together, and they're staying the night together for the first time since the breakup. And Hardin's mom is there, and it's so hard to balance like a scene being romantic, tense, sexy. The chemistry is automatic, so luckily we don't have to worry about that. But this scene was very hard because Tessa and Hardin are both very tense and quiet, but they need to also be relaxed. So it was a lot of just like the facial expressions and eye contact. And it was also hard technically because the camera was above their head. So the camera has to go above the bed. And a lot of the scenes, when you watch the movie, anytime there was a bed, Roger and I were like hiding behind it to tell like the actors what to do and what to say next. So every time I see any of these beds, I laugh because Roger and I are behind the bed the whole time. And that one was hard. It took a long time because we couldn't get the energy, just wasn't tense enough. And then it was too sweet, and then it wasn't sweet enough. And we had to keep zooming in on them to make sure we really got their facial expressions. So that scene, when you see it, I hope everybody loves it because that scene was really hard.
Could you tell us a funny story from behind the scenes for the second movie?
Yes. Let me think of what we had. I mean, honestly, both times, especially this time, we had so much fun. Like, oh my God. Well, there was one time where hopefully I'll be able to show you guys the video one day, but Dylan and Joe were rehearsing, and I'm always in the room while rehearsing, but they were rehearsing and they were so serious and like just taking everything so serious. And then Hero, I like hid with my phone, and Hero kept coming in and interrupting their rehearsals and being like, fucking Trevor, what are you doing with Trevor? And it was just so funny because Joe and Dylan were just like, oh my God, like again. And he just kept doing it. And it was really funny. I have one of them I know for sure on my phone, but I'll post it whenever I'm allowed. But there were so many just funny times. Like Shane and Joe are always so funny and singing songs together and just like little stuff. We had a really, really good time. I'm so proud that Hero and Joe's first big movies were after. I've loved watching them even grow in the last year. I think from the first and second movie, they've just grown a lot as actors. They've always been great, but Josephine is one of the most dedicated, serious, driven people I've ever met. And for her to be so young and be that driven is really impressive to me. Hero is the same. He just has this natural ability to be on camera that I really love. So I love working with them. I mean, Josephine is like, we always tease her because she's just like Tessa, because she's so prepared and she takes her job so seriously. She always knows her lines. Like, she's just really great. And Hero was so excited to really get into Hardin this time. And last time we all felt, especially Hero, felt like he didn't really get to really be Hardin. And this time he gets to be Hardin and act like Hardin. And it's just been great working with them. I love watching them together on screen. I love watching them like get known. I'm so happy that people are loving them. I'm really proud of them. The one, it's always the height difference. The height difference between them is like, it's always a technical problem because when we're filming, even though it looks adorable for Joe to be smaller than him, when they kiss, he literally has to like lean his head down and she has to lean her head up, and it's a whole thing. So we always have to have her on these like soapbox things or sitting on pillows or whatever, and Hiro would like move them to tease her. And when she had to wear high heels, he was like teasing her over wearing these really high heels, and her fear of bugs and the lake. I mean, there's so many funny things. Some of them I can't share because they're like more personal, but there's so many. I want to like do a whole list from the cast of all our funny memories because there's so many that are just so good.
Llegó el tiempo de mostrarles el sneak peek, así le llaman ellos a este pequeño adelanto. Es casi como un teaser, no, bueno, ¿tú crees que sería un teaser? Pues no lo sé, pero vamos a ver este pequeño adelanto de After We Collide, que ha sido lo boom de booms, porque vemos más de la Tessa, más del Harding, más de Hesa Passion.
I'll try, whatever it takes.
We belong together, and you know that one same teeth and bloodshot eyes.
I'll try, whatever it takes.
Together, we belong together, and you know that one same teeth and bloodshot eyes.
A ver, my darlings, aquí vamos a entrar en profundidad porque es que yo no tengo una sola cosa que decir. Yo tengo miles de cosas que decir. Espero que me salga ahorita todo. Pero lo primero que tengo que recalcar es que al parecer el Hiro ya está cerrando el ojo, ¿no? Como que ahí parece que la gente le ha dicho, no, mira, ¿sabes qué? Es que no, se ve un poco más real si tú cierras el ojo. Como que si estás con el ojo abierto, como que, no sé, no me transmites. Entonces, no, mejor cierra el ojo, hijito, ¿no? Para que te crea una, Y también... yo me acuerdo que en unos videos anteriores yo les dije de que yo había notado que la Tessa le metía su lengüetazo, o sea, la Jojo le metía su lengüetazo al Hiro, ¿no? Y pues que el Hiro no se queda atrás, porque es que en la escena de la ducha, ahí se ve perfectamente, my darling, la lenguaza del Hiro. Y yo me he quedado anonadada, porque yo dije, o es de aquí o es de allá, es de los dos. Ahí hay lengüetazo de ambas partes, Es que la lengua se escapa, dicen, ¿no? Con respecto a este pequeño adelanto, en serio han salido muchísimas cosas que podemos ver en esta escena, donde primero nos han mostrado una foto donde Tessa conoce a Trish y tú sabes, ¿no? Pero en este adelanto se ha visto que en su regazo, en sus piernas, tiene una hoja que todos pensamos que es la carta, es la cartísima, ¿no? Tú sabes, la carta donde el Harding le explica todo, le dice... Y tú sabes, my darling. Y también podemos ver de que quizá haya un casi chape entre la Molly y el Harding. Porque, no sé, aquí se ve como que hay un acercamiento, como que tú te acercas, yo me acerco, quizá a la vista. Y lo otro que se subió recientemente es esta foto donde podemos ver a Harding y a Tessa justo cuando están en la fiesta de Año Nuevo. La Tessa con su vestido rojazo, con sus ondazas en el cabello. El Harding como que, ¿qué estás diciendo tú? Porque esta cara me muestra confusión. Y la Tessa con cara de hello bitches, llegué. Los dos últimos datos es que se ha subido una nueva foto de Tessa con lentes, ahí la Tessa. Y en su mano se ve que tiene una tablet. Bueno, yo creo que es una tablet, así que pues eso puede ser el regalo que le da el Harding a la Tessa. Y también por el outfit se ve que la Tessa está pasando por una época en la cual está hogareña, en su casa, metidaza. Bueno, no exactamente en su casa, porque en el libro no estaba en su casa, pero en la película no sabemos qué le depara el destino a la Tessa. Y el otro dato es de que, my darling, tú puedes creerlo, de que los afters ya tiene TikTok. Ahí, míralos a ellos, ¿no? Bien metidazos en los TikToks. Pero bueno, felicitaciones porque seguro que la van a arrasar con los TikToks. Bueno, my darlings, no me puedo ir sin decirles de que de verdad, my darling, yo estoy asombrada porque al fin vamos a poder ver la esencia del jardín. Y es que yo te lo digo sinceramente, my darling, siento que en esta película van a mostrar un poco más al jardín como es, como en el libro más o menos, pero tú sabes, o sea, van a mostrar su esencia, porque también podemos ver que va a romper una lámpara, o sea, ¿qué es eso? Por Dios, ¿qué es eso? Pero a mí me gusta el drama, entonces yo quiero verla. Creo que ya es por las puras recordarles de que este lunes sale el tráiler y que voy a hacer mi reacción, así que my darlings, esperemos que yo el lunes bien pendiente voy a estar para hacer my reaction. Y ahora sí, my darlings, me despido por hoy.
Y bueno, my darling, eso ha sido todo lo que ha pasado esta semana, que de hecho yo creo que como ya subieron, se van a desaparecer un buen tiempo, my darling, un buen tiempazo se van a desaparecer. Y pues quién sabe cuándo aparezcan de nuevo, cuándo nos vengan con el tráiler. ¿Para cuándo? ¿Para cuándo? Porque si la película va a salir en septiembre en algunos países, o sea, estamos julio, agosto, septiembre, dime, falta un mes. ¿Para cuándo sale el tráiler? Pues no sé, my darling. ¿Cómo nos van a vender una peli sin tráiler? Yo no sé, yo no sé. Pero como quien dice, lo bueno se hace esperar, entonces vamos a esperar. Pero sí, eso ha sido todo por el video. Espero que les haya gustado muchísimo, que les haya entretenido y también informado, my darling, porque aquí tú sabes, entre nosotras nos contamos las cosas. Yo les cuento los datos con mucho flow y dembow, porque esa es mi esencia. Y ahora sí, pues espero que les haya gustado. Espero que les haya gustado, que le den like, no se olviden de comentar y suscribirse y activen la campana también, ¿no? Para que, tú sepas cuando la Shiomi sube un nuevo video. Y ahora sí, nos vemos en un próximo video.